Yesterday, when I passed by the city center, a woman hated me and very unfriendly asked me where I'm from. I think it's just because I wore a mask. She is very rude.
The particular behaviour I wanted to talk about this morning was the wearing of masks, which is very common around the world during periods of seasonal infection. And the important thing to note is that the wearing of a mask is often seen by the individual concerned as a courtesy to others or as efforts on their part to avoid becoming infected. The wearing of a mask does not mean that somebody has a specific virus or infection.
As the part of an interview to explore what everyone thinks about coronavirus and wearing masks, we asked some people to solve the same riddle and recorded their responses.
Wearing a mask can prevent some bacteria from entering your mouth and nostrils, especially if you touch your hands and nose with your hands.
When I'm not wearing any makeup or I'm not sure whether I look good, I feel safer behind the mask. Another reason I want to protect myself.
Wearing a face mask is a good way to protect me.
The medical surgical mask can prevent the droplet transmission. This can reduce the probability of infection in the population.
I wore mask just want to protect myself in this special time. It's not just protect us, but also take responsibility for others and own social health.
First of all, I must condemn all acts of racism related to coronavirus or not. So it's horrible and unacceptable for you to go out and then attack someone because of his nationality. And I feel really terrible if I get attacks because of, say, health issues going on in my country. So it's unacceptable, and I believe everyone in the UK and worldwide should actually speak against this and then condemn it in all forms. And I think we should have more, once there's more information about coronavirus and how it's spread, we know that it's a global problem. It's not a Chinese problem. It's not a Chinese problem. It's in lots of countries, over 20 countries as at last count. So we should not just victimize the Chinese people. It's unacceptable.
I think it's just it makes them feel comfortable, so that's fine. They should do it if that makes them feel protected. Well,
I can understand why some people do.
I think when I see people with masks, they're obviously using that to protect themselves. I've not seen any research or anything to say whether it does help or not, but I think if it makes you feel better and makes you feel more relaxed, then you should wear it.
Basically, I've heard lots of things on the news about coronavirus and then the effectiveness of masks in preventing coronavirus. I think it's more effective for people who are having the flu symptoms to use, but not for healthy people. So my thoughts, Gerald, I have no specific thoughts about the use of a mask for coronavirus, and I don't know why people actually wear it. I don't wear a mask.
I personally think the masks kind of show that people are aware about the whole situation, but I have seen like a few articles on the internet and news saying that it's like with and against the whole mask thing. I personally don't know because I've never worn a mask like that ever before, so if people have personal preferences on it and they feel safe about it, I think it's a good way to show safety and caution of the situation. But once again, we don't really know if it really is a safe product to use or not.
I think being a young person, I think it feels we're more protected because we've got better immune systems. But part of me at times worries a bit like going to see my grandparents or something, because I might have something and be okay, but just pass it on to them and it might infect them.
I think that we should all try to catch it as soon as possible, because it's only a form of flu, and then in 2 weeks' time it would all be over.
I personally think it's a scary event, especially of how quick it is spreading. But personally, I do think that people are working on it right now, aren't they? So I think not that we're in safe hands, but I think we're getting there to work on something.
These are challenging times, and in such times it's important that we stand together. And in order to do that, we need to understand our own behaviours and how the behaviours of one another affect us as a community. Clearly, students and staff are free to wear masks, and we should support them and their right to do so. It is, as I say, important in these times of challenge that we stand together.